Hey. Thanks everybody for joining us for this Reaching Wellness Skincare 101 class. So joining us today is Debbie, who is fabulous and wonderful. And my name is Amy. We're going to talk about skincare, one of my favorite topics to talk about. And we're going to, how shall I say, we're going to get back to the basics, and we're going to get back to the basics, start talking about some foundational things for us to be thinking about, and then some next steps. So with that, I'm going to kick this over to Debbie.
Thank you, Amy. Appreciate that. We are going to have fun today in learning and maybe being reminded of a lot of things. And I'm going to start with getting back to the basics and our routines. And we all know that when you get into routines of doing things, that it becomes like a muscle memory, a second nature. You don't even have to think about things anymore. You just do it. And that's what we need to do with our skin and our skincare routines. Yes. It needs to be so automatic that we just do it and don't think about it. It's like brushing your teeth at night. You just take off your makeup and do your skincare routine before you go to bed. Right. One of the other things we need to make sure we do is wear our sunscreen all the time, even if it's wintertime, because there is sun in the winter. We like to think that even though it's cold out, we're not getting any sun, but we can. Whether we know we are or not. More sleep. Sleep is very important to our body being able to function wholly. That's when our cells regenerate and everything is able to come together and be whole again. So make sure you're getting enough sleep, drinking your water, using an antioxidant. This is very important. Make sure you're getting an antioxidant in your system, because if you're getting enough sleep and enough water, but you're not getting the antioxidant is what helps get those toxins out of our body. Yeah. And we have a wonderful product, Ningxia Red. And it's great for multiple things. It's good for hair, it's good for nails, it's good for eyes, it's good for skin. And that's what we're talking about today is our skin. So make sure you're getting an antioxidant, Ningxia Red, to get rid of those free radicals out of your body, out of your system. Exercise is good too. It helps to open up our pores, clean our pores out. So make sure you're getting some of that, even if it's just walking. Walking is an awesome place to start. It doesn't cost anything, and except a good pair of shoes, I guess. That's all you really need. It's the only expense you need. So just make sure you're getting into your routines and get that antioxidant in you. And those will help keep your skin feeling vibrant, looking vibrant, acne-free, most of the time. Hormones play a part in that. That's a different story. That's a different topic. But yes, so make sure you're doing those things. And on that note, we are doing a 5-day cleanse, which I will just introduce, and Amy can give you more details and tell you where all those details are at. But it is going to be December 6th, I believe. Is that correct, Amy? Okay, December 6th. And it's going to be for 5 days. It's a gentle cleanse. You're not going to spend time in the bathroom or anything like that, but it does help reset your gut. It helps reset your cravings. It helps get your body back to where it should be food-wise and nutritionally. So just remember that will be covered a little bit later. More on that, I believe, or Amy will fill us in. So remember, get your routines. Get your routines down. You want good skin, get routines down. One of my favorite routines that I do uses essential oils. It uses 5 oils. I made up a serum that was actually recommended to me by one of the girls on our team, Stacy. And it's frankincense, myrrh, patchouli, Kanzia, and manuka. and I take all 5 of those oils and I put them in another bottle together, equal amounts of each, and I use it daily on my face. I do wear it under my makeup. I wear it, put it on it, and I usually do it at night though. I put it on at night. If I know I'm going to be home all day and not wearing makeup, I put it on then and just wear it all day. It has helped my skin stay, those fine lines that we get, it has helped decrease those and helped keep them from reappearing. It has helped acne. I have very little issues with that now. And stress used to be one of the things that brought acne out, and it seems to be doing okay now. So those oils are very, very, there are some wonderful, wonderful skin oils that Young Living has. And I would encourage you to get a hold of some and start using them along with other things that you do. So I think that's it. I'm going to turn it back over to you, Amy.
Okay, awesome. Okay, just real quick, Debbie, when we get done with this class, I would like for you to send me those oils of what I'm calling very affectionately the DIY oily serum. And so everybody, just so you know, we're giving you a lot of information. So wherever you're catching this video, it's going to have a link to what I'm calling the resource page for this Skincare 101. It will include those awesome foundational tips that Debbie shared with us. It will also include her sweet little DIY oily serum that she got from the fantastic Stacy, as well as some of the tips and products that I'm going to be sharing with you as well. So take notes. That's great. If you got questions, let us know, but just know that we're going to be putting this all in a resource page for you all to have that information for you as well. So I just want to just say, when Debbie was talking about the 5-day gentle cleanse, which her and I have done for years now, I'm excited to do one in a couple, well, next month. And because I've done one this year, and I usually do like 3 or 4 a year. But so I'm listening to her and I'm like, yeah, I want to do this. Thinking the whole time, I'm like, hello, you are doing it. But when she said, reset your cravings, I was like, oh, I was like, that was huge for me, because I don't know what's going on, but I'm like, I feel like I need to have a little bit of sugar, like in the form of like a little piece of candy after every meal right now. And I'm like, what is going on with that? That is not long-term sustainable. So that was one of the reasons that we picked the cleanse between Thanksgiving and Christmas, just to kind of help get us set for Christmas. Now, does that mean I won't enjoy treats over Christmas? We'll see. But it will definitely, I'm thinking it'll definitely help me with some cravings. And I know that from experience. The effects may differ for other people, but it's still a really powerful cleanse. So I just want to say, Debbie, you had me at reset your cravings. Okay, so you're like, what does that have to do with your skin? Like, you guys, first of all disease begins in the gut. And I shared in our gut health class the other day a testimony about when I was cleaning up my gut from the 5-day cleanse, the first time I did it in 2017. It also helped my respiratory system to the point that I stopped using nasal steroids. So how we take care of our gut, or even our emotions, like Debbie was sharing, you know, I'm sure you can relate to this, but I love how Debbie was saying that, you know, she'll see acne when the stress increases. Now, I'm not happy that that happens to her, but I was glad that she shared that. And I'm doubly glad that she shared that serum helps. So the serum helps with that and helps with fine lines. And for the record, I don't remember all the oils that she said, but I'm like, she said frankincense. You guys, that's a great emotional oil. So getting that on your face to help with the fine lines, for sure. But it's also going to help with emotions, as opposed to what products you might be using right now. Hey, you know what? what is it? Don't kill the messenger. I'm just giving you guys information for which you can make decisions. One of the links in the resource page is going to be to the I call it the beauty guide, and it's ditch and switch. And in that ditch and switch guide, it has information about ingredients that are probably in the products that you are using. So for instance, you want to ditch the face wash you're using if it has benzoyl peroxide in it, or parabens, or artificial fragrances, or alcohols, because some of the risks from those ingredients: skin damage, skin irritation, cellular dysfunction, dry skin. So, and that's just one. So again, sharing this in the posture of like, okay, Debbie and Amy, what's the big deal with what you're sharing? Well, the big deal is, it's like, you've got to know the products that you're using on your skin because they are affecting you. And so just like I said, that fabulous oily serum that she mentioned, not only is it helping her skin, but it is also helping her emotions. And frankincense is actually one that's actually great to take internally because it helps with cellular function. It helps support your body at a cellular level. So just incredibly powerful. But again, the ditch and switch information is in the resource page. There's a link, and they're really great resources. So it's not like you're reading an encyclopedia. You're really looking at really beautiful pictures. And they're in color. They're not just this black and white. So you're like, okay, great. You've got to start ditching your product and switching them out. And I also realized, you know what? Hey, if you've got the money to ditch and switch everything, go for it. The way that Debbie and I and our team, the way we teach is do it one step at a time. Start doing things one at a time. And if you're like, well, gosh, Amy, what should I do? The gut health class or go for the skincare? Quite honestly, I'm going to be like, go for the gut health. And let's focus on that. And then let's help you start ditching and switching your skincare products and your makeup. Yep, we're getting all up in your business. Sorry about that, but it's true. But you know what? You can be using the best skincare, or excuse me, you can be using the best makeup, but if you're not taking care of your skin, you're doing yourself a disservice. And if you're also not taking care of your gut and your emotions, you're doing yourself a disservice. Ask me how I know. Okay, so I was getting ready to go somewhere, and my mind goes in a million directions these days because I have so much to tell you guys, but yet I don't want to overwhelm you. All right, let me just share a quick testimony. It's not as fun as Debbie's because where she gave us that fun little serum treat. Mine is one you guys can probably relate to. You're like, okay, great, Amy, your skin looks great. I hear that now as an adult, which makes me smile, but also makes me laugh because I had horrible skin growing up. In my teens, when it's so imperative to have beautiful skin, I did not. I come from a family of people who have oily skin. Both my parents had oily skin. My mom had oily skin and my dad has oily skin. And they had oily skin forever. I mean, and you know what? They didn't have wrinkles. So if you're in your teens and your 20s and you have oily skin and you're dealing with acne, I hear you. I feel for you. Just know you're not going to have as many wrinkles probably because of your oily skin. So that's just, I know, a carrot way off in the future, but I'm just saying. So my oily skin was in my T-zone, okay? And I had really bad acne here. How fun is that? Like right where everyone's going to be looking at you talking, it's like right there. And I was the kind of person that I popped my pimples. You're welcome. But you know what? What really helped me is my sisters, who are just awesome. They were so helpful to be like, hey, let's get you on some skincare. Let's help you start taking care of your skin. And so at the time, we were big Avon fans, and I love Avon, not knocking them. But they had a line that was Tracy Austin. For us Gen Xers and maybe baby boomers, you'll know who I mean when I say Tracy Austin. She was a tennis star in the early to mid 80s. But anyway, so why remember that 40 years later? Anyway, but my point is that I started using that routine. I graduated to actually a line that you get at the department store. And obviously I used that for about 10 years, but I'm saying, obviously it's about, like Debbie was mentioning, it's like about getting into a skincare routine and then also using products in that same skincare routine because they are designed to work together. And then for about the next 20 years, I started using a different skincare routine with a different company. And now for the last 7 years, I've been using oil infused products with Young Living, as well as our makeup, because we have a mineral based makeup. There is just I do mention that in on the resource page, there's a link to that. I don't want to spend too much time, but we would be remiss if we don't talk about foundational tips. We don't talk about gut health, and if we don't talk about makeup, as well as emotions, when we're talking about skincare, because it's more than just the skincare products. Okay, so there is a link to a bundle to start ditching your current products and start switching to all natural products. We have our Art Skincare line, and I only have one right now at my fingertips. I couldn't grab my whole bathroom and bring it in here. This is the Art Skincare Moisturizer. It's light and lovely. It is one that I actually use in the summer because even though I have oily skin, the older you get, your skin gets less oily, which is kind of nice that you're not going to have like oily skin forever. But I actually use a DIY body butter. The recipe is on the resource page, but I actually use a DIY body butter. And for this class today, I did not put on any makeup. If you're like, well, Amy, you got a little lipstick on. Well, in my mind, and in my sister's mind, lipstick is not makeup. It's a necessity. Now, I did do my eyes, because I wanted to look pretty for you guys, but I have other than that, I don't have any other makeup on, because I wanted just for you guys to see, when you're wanting to, eat healthy and have a healthy gut, and you're taking care of your skin, and you're drinking the Ningxia Red to get those antioxidants in you, and in your 50s, and taking care of yourself for decades, it's not guaranteed that you're going to have great skin. Hello, I woke up this morning and I had a pimple right here, and I was like, really? The day I'm doing skincare, I've got a pimple? I'm just saying that it will pay. It can pay off. Before we popped on this class, Debbie and I were talking, and we're talking specifically about our décolleté area, which is really this area right here. Y'all, you got to be taking care of this too. I probably didn't start getting serious with that until probably if I was honest, my 40s. I asked Debbie about this. Debbie said she started in her 30s when she first heard about it, because the way you can tell a woman's age isn't necessarily her facial skin, but it's her hands and her décolleté area. So also be taking care of your hands. You know what? When you put a mask on your face, do that on your hands too. Give your hands a little TLC, spa treatment for sure. So the bundle has, like I said, the different products that we have available for skincare, and there's a plethora of them. But keep in mind, it's a matter of getting a cleanser, a mask or a scrub, and a moisturizer to start with. Okay, and if you have questions, let us know. But if you're like, you have a budget you need to be mindful of, for sure, gut health, that the cleanse you want to get regardless, you want to do the cleanse regardless. But I also included DIY recipes. I have the DIY recipe for the face wash that I use, the DIY recipe for the body butter that I use on my face, and the DIY recipe for the scrub that I use on my face. I use a lot of DIY on my face, oil infused, using oils like the ones Debbie mentioned, frankincense. And again, that information's in the resource page, because it's a lot to give you guys. And if you're like me, it's like, okay, I need to be writing, I need to be seeing it in writing, and I need to be hearing about it. And so that's why we've created the resource page for you guys. So again, we can help you get started with the cleanse. We can help you get started with the skincare products and the makeup. Debbie and I are both Young Living representatives. We're brand partners, and we can for sure help you. So make sure you circle back around with us and to get you started with that, because we want you to land on our team, because we are all about just loving on our team, providing resources, doing these weekly education classes, as well as we have different Facebook groups and other ways to keep you connected and keep you, support you on your wellness journey, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Support you on your wellness journey. So with that, thank you for your time. And we look forward to next month when we're going to be talking about we're going to do a 3-week series on the champions of young living, the 3 champions of young living. And so we're excited about that. So again, thank you for your time, and we will talk to you guys later.